Sicker than your average. Papa twist cabbage off instinct. Niggas don't think shit stink. Pink Gators, my Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. Dead right, if the head right, Biggie there, every night. Papa been smooth since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk, go through us. Girls want to us, wanna do us. Screw us, who us? Yeah, Papa and Pop. Close like Starsky and Hutch, stick to clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3. Bang every MC easily.
Take that.
Easily. Recently, niggas frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace. Keep my peace. Cubans
I'm gonna rip it pretty quick.
With my peace, packing, asking who want it. You got it, nigga, flaunt it. That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it.
Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize.
You control it, man.
I just love your flashy ways. Guess that's why they're broken. You're so biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize.
Give him notorious.
And I just love your flashy ways. Guess that's why they're broken. You're so
I put O's in NY onto DKNY. Miami, DC, prefer Versace.
That's right.
All Philly hoes know it's Moschino. Every cutie with the booty for the coochie. Now who's the real dookie? Meaning who's really the shit? Them niggas ride dicks. Frank White push the 6 on the Lexus LX 4.5. Bulletproof glass tips if I want some ass. Gon' blast squeeze first.
We're gonna kick it or what?
That's how most of these so-called gangsters pass. At last, a nigga rapping about blunts.
I have PBSD, post-Biden stress disorder. I got problems. I'm not happy. Glad you turned the cameras on, man. Hey everybody, Greg Medford from Medford Knife, MKT USA and ASK Knives, coming at you from Phoenix, Arizona, live this Tuesday afternoon. We've got National Knife Day next week, and like the rest of the world, we're going to celebrate knives, but when you make the Praetorian, you make the M48, you make the Marauder, you need more than one day. You can't just celebrate in one day. You can't get it all out of your system in one day. It's like Hanukkah. 5 crazy days where I can exorcise the demons. Hey, everybody, how's your Tuesday going? I've got, like, none of you in the... Wait a minute. Let me put on my spectacles. Oh, shit. There's 22 of you guys. What's up, fellas? Where are you guys from? Let me see who we got here. Christian. Nice, man. What's happening? Semper Fi. We have landed. Hey, Tim. Mark. What's going on, man? Another Mark. Killer Rabbit. Notorious. GREG. That's pretty funny. What's up, Mike, up in Oregon? Christian. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Killer Rabbit, we gonna. Christian Burrow. Man. My favorite is Knife Made from the Universe. Hey, thanks, Killer Rabbit. Man Love Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Only you got veterans of Afghanistan would know what that's about. Man Love Tuesday. Those are rape rooms for Afghanis to have fun with the local second and third born sons. Dress them up like women and have their way with them. That's pretty fun. Let's see what else. Mike Gavenstein. Hey, Mike, what's going on, man? Tim Nakia from Wellington, Kansas. Stray Dog Cycles, Wisco, PDM. What's up, man? Up in Benson. Killer Rabbit from the, saying hi to the People's Republic of Virginia. Okay, so there's a few of you here. We got some Singapore up too, man. Nice. Singapore in the house. Well, listen, for Knife Week, to participate, all you have to do is jump in and go to medforduniversity.com. We've put together a really cool 10 video or 11 video, whatever it is. You know, we've got the 2.0 version of it. We're editing all the video. We've shot a lot of video to put together a updated in the new Shactory Medford University 10 video series or 12 video series, whatever it is. So that'll be coming up pretty soon. But in the meantime, go to Medford University. You can see some dated pictures of me, some dated video of me explaining our process for making knives. I basically boiled this whole place down into 10 or 11 steps. I covered them all in the videos. If you do that, and if you do, on Monday, we'll start giving away knives. I'll tell you, I'm going to show you the knives in just a minute. So just bear with me, hang out. We're gonna talk about knives a little bit today before we get to politics. We may talk some politics too. Somebody just sent me a video. I'll tell you, it was Mick Strider. Mick Strider just texted me a video of what looks to be the lower half of an Afghani caught maybe in the landing gear of a aircraft, and the body is flapping in the wind while they're flying and beating the side of the aircraft. The legs are just flopping, it's obviously dead and broken into a bunch of pieces, but unbelievable what's going on in Afghanistan. And I didn't even respond to the video because I was like, oh my God. It took me a second to figure out what it was. I was like, what is that? And I go, oh, that's the lower half of someone's body caught in landing gear or something on an aircraft that was at altitude going fast. Good times in Afghanistan, I hear today. They're going around fitting up women for hijabs. You can't find a stick in that country because all the men are getting their sticks sharpened up to start beating the shit out of women. Listen, people, hold it down. Hold it down. They're really, they're sharpening up their sticks. You can't find a hunk of hickory or a free axe handle in Afghanistan right now because they've been waiting 20 years to teach these girls a thing or two. Really tough guys out there in Afghanistan. But I got to tell you, they took on F-15s, F-18s, Navy SEALs, commandos from all of our branches, Marines, snipers, the Army. They took on everybody. And they lost, and in the end they won. There's an old military axiom, and it's never get into a fight that you can't win regardless of the outcome. A fight that you can't win regardless of the outcome is a thing you should not do. It's like if your girlfriend says or your wife says, hey, does this dress make me look fat? You should offer to go buy roses while she's getting ready. Don't say a word. There's no win to that. No, that doesn't make you look fat. The 46 extra pounds does. That's what she hears when you say, no, not at all. Okay. Don't get into fights that, regardless of winning, you will not come out victorious. That should be the lesson to America. And I thought we learned that really in 1968, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, and 1975 with the fall of Saigon. But, lo and behold, we're destined to repeat things that guys that were probably already serving public, you'd think he'd know better. It was funny. He had it on his mind. He was like, oh my God, this can't be like Saigon. It's worse than Saigon because it was totally avoidable. All right, here we go. Tough choices being the president, especially when you don't know where you are. So I made up did any of you ever prank your kids a little bit? I pranked my kids the other day. Except it wasn't my kids, it was grown-ups. I was in a group of grown-ups and I told a story, and the story was this. Hey, did you guys hear what happened with Biden? And they all looked over and they're like, oh no, what's Greg going to do? They weren't sure if it was a joke or the real thing. I said, I guess Biden got up in the middle of the night in his, pajamas and ended up getting, somebody must have been in the restroom and he walked right by and walked right out of the White House. And they found him in the bushes outside scraping on the window, trying to get someone's attention to get back in. And I told this story and everybody was like, and everyone was like, wow, and nobody laughed. Everyone thought I was totally kidding. I mean, I don't think that actually happened. I was going to kind of make up a joke and then I couldn't come up with a punchline while I was telling this fake anecdote. And everybody around me was like, God, Unbelievable. How do we get this guy out? And I'm like, I didn't even want to correct anybody at that point. I just let it go. I was like, all right, I was totally making that up. That didn't really happen. The fact that people, when you tell a story that's absolutely absurd like that, a bunch of people believe it. And you know, I don't hang out with dummies. That's kind of tells you what's floating around out there and what people think. Let's talk about knives. Sorry, I digress. Let's talk about knives. So on Monday, we're going to be giving away a knife. All you have to do is go to medforduniversity.com, graduate or sign up for Medford University, and we'll capture your email if you do one of those two things, and we will put you in our list. If you sign up and do not graduate, you will be in a registrant list. If you sign up and graduate, you will be in a centurion list. Now, centurions, typically, not during COVID, but typically we meet, we do all kinds of fun stuff. We haven't this past year for obvious reasons I shouldn't even need to explain. But we haven't been doing much during the this year with centurions because it was never meant to be an email list. It was never meant to be a how can I connect with you so I can bilk you for money list. It was always meant to be a list to connect with people for special offerings and special engagements where we could get together and socialize and have fun. So we've got some stuff coming together. We'll let you guys know about that Monday for registrants and for full graduates. Registrants will be rated on a half point, and everybody else who graduates will be rated on a full point. You'll be eligible for the drawing, which means one of the days next week we will probably be giving out a knife to a registrant, and the other 4 will be to either our legacy Centurion members or our newest Centurion members. We're going to draw from both. So the first knife that's going to be in that is Der Hund. I'm going to hold this up for you guys to check it out. Really neat little knife. Those of you who are familiar with our company have seen this guy. It's unoffensive. You pull this out in a little pack of Democrats, and they'll all say, "Oh, what a cool little, what a cool little knife." They'll say, "Oh, what a sweet little knife you have there. Look at that. Oh, look at that knife. That's so unoffensive. Look at it. Look at you, you bull, carrying around that sexy, sharp implement. Are you going to Fuddruckers after work?" So be careful with that one. You might get a Fuddruckers. You might get a Fuddruckers invitation. Now, Tuesday, for National Knife Day, we'll be giving out what was one of our original knives that I kind of conceived for, I'm going to say, aspiring young Lance Corporals or PFCs. This was meant to be a knife that a guy on a portion of his paycheck could buy in the early part of his military career and carry till he was a senior enlisted or officer guy. All right, this is our 187F flipper. So I'm going to show you this. This is on Tuesday what we're giving away. This has got our new tumble on it, which is really, not only does it look kind of silky, it is sexy in the hands. Now this is tumbled, it's black on tumbled, so all the components are black, contrasting to titanium, tumbled titanium. It's just a really sick little knife. This is the 187F. Got some cool little features to it, including this really Art Deco flipper. I was in kind of a Art Deco mood today. I was drawing this. I was thinking about, I think I had just watched the movie Tombstone, and I was thinking about the hammer on old single action revolvers. And I was thinking about how I could make one of those, the flipper, the trigger, so to speak, on a knife. That'll be Tuesday. Let's go to number 3 now. Number 3 on Wednesday will be a red M48. This is a knife I designed for the Patton Foundation, although at the end they kind of reneged and didn't want to do a knife because Patton didn't carry a pocket knife. I think they missed the point about letting people know about General Patton. So I said, well, if you guys don't have the vision I do, I'll just make the knife. So this is called the M48, named after his first tank that he designed. It's a knife that kind of breaks us out of the mold. This is a knife with 1/8 inch blade. It's got our Magnus ground tip, high polished edge, of course. The blade is in full tumble polish, and it's got a deep crimson red aluminum scale with an M48 track on it, with integral aluminum scale and integral backstrap. Titanium frame lock with titanium oval travel limiter. stainless clip, and it's got his dog Willie on it. So super cool knife. It's actually what I carry. And I love this little guy. Nice, sexy hollow grind. And this has been kind of a surprise hit for us this last quarter. That's the M48 on Wednesday for National Knife Day. We're doing a week of knives, giving away Monday through Friday. If you're just joining us, all you have to do to qualify is be a Centurion. Graduate anytime between now and the drawing. We'll check the list each day on the Centurion list for new graduates and new registrants. If you're a Centurion already, you are in the drawing. If you are a new Centurion, you're in the drawing. We'll do that. Law of Averages says at least one day next week that a registrant who did not graduate will get a chance to win, and we'll call them out. And if they pop up, well, then they get the knife. If they don't pop up, they won't get the knife. On Thursday, we're going to give away another M48. This is a blackout M48, so super sexy knife that is not mainstream offering. Black, aluminum, integral back strap, presentation side with the tread on it of the M48 tank. It's got Willie on the stainless steel clip. It's got blue titanium hardware, which is quite sexy. And it has a blackout blade with the Magnus tip grind. It is super sexy, super smooth. And a knife we're giving away Thursday. Go to medforduniversity.com. Still just 38 people watching, Jason. Just 38 of you on here. We'll take a pause because I'm going to show you a spectacular knife in just a moment. I'm going to show you a pretty bitchin' Praetorian tie. Michael Gravenstein likes my Der Hund comments. Did Medford last year. Do we do it again to qualify? No, you don't have to do it again. And I handled those at the Smoky Mountain. Hey, Mark. Smoky Mountain knife. Snatched the defeat right from the jaws of victory. Yes, Tank, that is true. Deep carry M48 flipper looks bitchin'. It is bitchin'. There you go, Travis. Blackout. Oh, someone's head just exploded. Mark Douglas, my wife with me. All right, gang, here we go. I'm going to show you our fifth knife for next week's National Knife Day, Knife Week from Medford Knife and Tool. You can go over to medforduniversity.com, check it out. Go to medfordknife.com. If you see something you want to not wait for and you just want to buy it, we don't want to leave it to the fates. Next thing I'm going to show you is a Praetorian tie. We did a Praetorian tie for next Friday for the giveaway. It is a drop point CPM 3V blade, black Armalube coating. It has an American flag engraving on the face, and it's been heat anodized. It is a black contrast clip on the clip side with black hardware. This is a $1,600 knife. We're just going to give it away on Friday. I want people to know how much we appreciate them. We get a chance here at Medford Knife and Tool, and with all of our little subsidiary endeavors, we get a chance, all of us, to do something really fun that we're all proud of with our families. Our families are proud of. It's super honest. It is American made to the bone. And to be able to bring a cool product like this to the market is it's my life's pleasure, and it is so many of the people that works here's pleasure to do this. We have all come from other things we did where we just got paid, and you just get paid enough, and you just kind of do it, and at some point you go, I want to do something I really like doing, and they end up walking through my doorway. And these are knives we love bringing to you. So, again, if you've just joined us or joined us halfway through or you missed the explanation, go to medforduniversity.com. Graduate from Medford University. You will be a graduate. You'll have a full point towards being drawn for a knife next week. If you go register and don't happen to graduate, that's okay. We'll give you half a chance. So you'll be weighted at half the amount that everybody who graduates, but we won't completely count you out. We'll appreciate you for going over and trying it out. They're it's about 2 hours worth of videos in 10-minute bites with a little short quiz afterwards. And when you're done, you get a little acknowledgement that you graduated, and it puts you on our Centurion list. Centurions, what we do, We have parties with them at the big knife events and gatherings throughout the year. We meet up. Oftentimes we'll email you guys with special offerings and pre-releases of knives before they've made it to the general public. At some point in this modern age, when you're releasing a product, you have to find a way to get it in people's hands that don't have a bone to pick with you. They don't have an axe to grind, and they don't want to make you look like shit. And you don't want lackeys either, but I'm a pretty polarizing character. People call me up. I get hit up at least 2 times a day for free knives. Greg, I do this channel. Can you do this? Can you give me this guy? They want free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. I don't know who anyone's beholden to. So what I'd like is I'd like from my internal audience of people that are close to the Shactory, they know what we do, they know how we roll, they either tolerate or like our stance on things, my stance on things, and it doesn't mean they endorse me, but they'll give me a fair shake. If I make crappy, those guys will tell me I make crappy too, don't worry. But I'd like to give the folks in that Centurion group the first chance at laying hands on our new products, and I like to really listen, almost as if you just finished an album and you wanted a couple of trusted people that you know to listen to it to kind of get their feedback. MedfordUniversity.com. Enjoy the videos. You can also go to our homepage at medfordknife.com. Scroll on your phone all the way down to the bottom. You'll see a link there for Medford University. You just go in there, sign up, and watch the videos. I try to add a little fun, inject a little humor, a little bit of my personality into what is otherwise a dry, it is a dry tome of information on knife making. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're out. I'm going to beat it.
I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3, bang every MC easily. Recently, niggas frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace, keep my peace. Cubans with the Jesus peace, with my peace, packing, asking who want it. You got it, nigga, flaunt it. That Brooklyn bullshit, we on it.
Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. I guess that's why they're broken, you're so mean. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. I guess that's why they're broken, you're so mean.
I put hoes in NY onto DKNY. Miami, DC, prefer Versace.
That's right.
All Philly hoes know it's Moschino. Every cutie with the booty, boy, the coochie. Now,